Man, it's kind of been a minute since I last recorded one of these old school commentaries. The last one I uploaded was back in August of last year, weirdly enough. So yeah, you're probably here because of the one of the titles I picked for the video. Either you're here because of the one thing that you don't see YouTubers talking about, or why I don't think you should be doing, or should at least plan on doing YouTube as a full-time thing. So for context, I have been wanting to do YouTube since, well, you heard my chair. There's not gonna be much editing in this video, by the way, so you'll be hearing like, well, yeah, context. I've been wanting to do this whole YouTube thing since 2014 when I was like watching like Dan TDM, Stampy Longhead, mostly Stampy Longhead, Iblis Squid, Super Chat 39, like those kind of YouTubers. And even though the YouTubers that I've watched have changed as I've grown up, the idea of me wanting to be a YouTuber has always been there. And when I actually finally started uploading back in February of 2025, I was like, man, I should have been doing this sooner. This is a lot of fun. However, in the years I have spent daydreaming up until I uploaded my first ever video, I have never thought about the one thing that it's kind of factoring into the why you shouldn't plan on doing YouTube as a full-time thing. And that's the, I was pretty much, during that daydreaming session, as I just talked about, I was always thinking that, oh yeah, when I start uploading videos, I'm going to be big, popular. I'm going to be like playing with all my favorite YouTubers. I'm going to be cool. Well, not cool, but I'll be like, financially, I'll be secured. But when I like made my first few videos, the reality check came in. So this is the bit that a lot of YouTubers have talked about, like kind of like trying to build up to like where they got popular really. Like they would be spending like their early years of YouTube just kind of making videos, like trying to work up their skills on like video editing. But for a lot of viewers who want to be YouTubers and other, because I was in that boat, we never really saw that like these like big YouTubers like heights of popularity. We never saw them like spending years working on videos just to finally like make it big. We just saw them while they were big. You know, I just realized like me taking out of context. Well, yeah, that idea of like starting YouTube with like literally nothing and you have build up from there doesn't really come across with a lot of viewers really. And it's only like when they like start making their own videos is when they realize, oh wait, hold up a minute. That's kind of where that reality check came in. Although when I was making my first few videos, I was kind of expecting like not many people would be watching them really. Although I was still thinking of, hey, maybe I'll be hitting it big when I first make my few videos, even though my first video made like, what, 4 views? Not made, it got 4 views. But there is something in that whole build up to get partnered with YouTube phase that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about, even with those to start a YouTube channel in 2026 videos, which are the, and that's the requirements that you need to be partnered with YouTube. So for me, I don't know if it's the same for anyone else. I don't know if it's like changes throughout like channels. But for me, if I wanted to be partnered with YouTube, I would have to have 3,000 lifetime views that YouTube actually counts. Because there's like some views that YouTube doesn't count, but there's also like other views that they count. I don't know how that process works or how that they decide what counts as a view for that requirement. And you need like 500 subscribers. Now, if you upload shorts, I think that requirement gets bumped up to 3 million, which is that's quite a bit if you think about it. And that's the thing that kind of leads me to think that people really shouldn't be planning on doing YouTube as a full-time thing. Because unless you are like crunching the numbers, like predicting the algorithm, and like making videos that are made to get people to click on them just so they can watch your video, you are most likely never going to be hitting either 3,000 lifetime views, or not lifetime views, 3,000 concurrent viewers, I think. I don't remember what it was, haven't looked at it in a while. Or hitting like 500 subscribers. Now, in my year and a half of doing YouTube, I have gained 51 videos, 51 subscribers. So technically, I am a tenth of the way there. But if we were to keep going on that whole, like, it took me a year and a half to get 51 subscribers. If I'm doing the math right, I will probably be at 500 subscribers in 10 years, if I'm doing that right. Now, all joking aside, if you do happen to hit that requirement and get very lucky with one video, you're probably going to be thinking, "Oh, hey, maybe maybe I should just quit my job right now, and just do YouTube full time." Hold the horses there. There's a good chance that it might have just been a one-hit wonder thing. And Tom Scott actually did mention this in a interview that just because you have like one video that did decently well doesn't mean that success is going to carry over to the next video. A good example with me is the video I uploaded after my AIification video. So that video currently sits at about 1,700 views. It's my most viewed video on the channel at the moment. And the video I uploaded after that, Fireside Chat, yeah, 25 views. I wish I could make that up. That was such a fall off, as the cool kids call it. Say that even though I'm 24. But no, it's those two things, like meeting those like requirements and possibly just having a one-hit wonder fluke, I guess. But it's those things and like seeing so many like YouTube channels kind of like just catering to the algorithm so they can get the maximum amount of views as they can, because that's how they get the most money, has kind of changed my perspective on and my approach to like making these YouTube videos. Really, I could use the time to like make the perfect formula that would guarantee me success and like 1 out of 10s or 3 out of 10s, 2 out of 10s, 4 out of 10s on most of my videos, and make a buttload of money off like doing that formula on like all the popular content and whatever is going on the platform. But I don't feel like it would give me that same like satisfaction of I made this. I just feel like it would just give me a this is what everyone else is doing. I don't feel like I'm making stuff that I enjoy really. I feel it doesn't feel satisfying really. And yeah, I know the money. Most people would see the money and be like, "Oh yeah, but you're making this much money." But it doesn't really make me happy, really. And that's how I view YouTube, really, a place where people come to like feel happy, really. And that's what I want to bring with my YouTube videos, really. I enjoy the editing all of my videos. I enjoy like recording the gameplay and like having stuff happen and be like, oh, maybe I can like add this effect while I'm editing it, or maybe like do this here, cut straight to this as kind of like a gag, not like a Family Guy gag. Dear gosh, I enjoy reading the comments of the people that leave comments, and I kind of just enjoy like just throwing it out there, kind of watching the final product, like playing, and like I'm actually happy with this. This makes me happy. It would be nice if I actually did like make money off this enough to the point where I can actually like leave my current job and like do something that I enjoy. But given current circumstances right now, I don't see that happening anytime soon. And you know what? Even though I will probably never be a full-time YouTuber, and I probably will never meet those requirements that YouTubers don't talk about, I'm still going to be happy uploading videos like this. Like, for example, my last video, I'm recording this before my Nuzlocke video goes out, but working on that video for the last 3.5 months, while I wish I had it done sooner, coming up with all these ideas and kind of like trying to draw all of them not only improves my drawing skills, but also kind of like maybe improved my comedy. That's debatable, but kind of just seeing all these like jokes like finally play out with my drawings or the comments I made in my like voiceover made me either chuckle or laugh pretty loud. And that's why, like, really, that's the type of stuff I enjoy making, really. And I am going to try and continue doing that. And this is going to be like one last thing I say before I end the video. Currently, I'm actually debating on like mentioning the video in my Instagram. I have an Instagram account, but I don't really have a link because it's kind of a personal one. But I have spent 3.5 months, and I'm already expecting this video to flop, really. So I'm kind of just thinking, you know what, screw it. I'm not gonna like waste 3.5 months of work and just not tell anyone about it. So I'm debating on a post. I don't know if people are gonna watch it. They're probably gonna think you make YouTube videos. You're just weird. Well, I embrace weird, buddy. So yeah, I don't know where this is going. This video has no script to it. I just honestly want to talk about like that Just the fact that not a lot of YouTubers talk about like the requirements they need to like hit the partner program, and why you really shouldn't be planning on doing YouTube as a full-time thing unless you get really lucky, which a lot of people say it's not luck based. I still think it is, really, just because it's not guaranteed. Nothing on this platform really is guaranteed to make you a successful YouTuber. That's just my viewpoint. Okay, how long am I going? 11 minutes? Yeah, I think I should probably end the video here. Hope you guys somehow enjoy this. Please make sure to like it if you want. And yeah, I'll just see you guys in the next one. Peace.